Right, so on the 7th of December, the Nuclear Winter Update was released. I'm here with Luke, and we're going to talk over it, basically. We're going to scroll through the dev update that was released and see... And so just give our opinions on it. So, Luke, as on a whole, what do you think of the event?
I think, on the whole, I think it's all right. There are things which could be improved, but it's one of the better events. I mean, the Halloween one was just ridiculous in my opinion. It was
Yeah,
just all grindy. But this one, I think, is one of the better updates. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to go through.
yeah, definitely. So if we start off with the elephant in the room, the weapon cards. Um, you have quite strong views on this.
Hey, I wouldn't say strong. I'd say this is all about constructive criticism.
Yeah,
I think I think they just look terrible. Like, if the majority of the time you're gonna get a skin for a weapon you never use, you don't want to use, and it's gonna be in a condition which is terrible. And I just don't think half the time you get a skin which you've paid money for, which you just don't want to use over the standard loadout skin that you get on like a silver or gold. Because in my opinion, they just look better because when it's scarred or worn, they look atrocious.
yeah, definitely. I think we were talking today and sort of having it so that you can only get scarred skins if it's
Well,
bronze. If
I
it's
mean, I've
silver,
bought 3 cases, and I've opened, or I bought I bought a key with event currency,
mm,
and all 4 are either scarred or worn, and it's like silver or bronze, and they just look terrible to the point where I just use silver loadout cards. So I don't think it's worth the money as an investment because chances are you're going to get trash from them.
yeah, fair enough. Looking at three, we've had 3 sets released. Not looking at like the Christmas ones, we've got KMA, Royal Force, and the last one I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but
The
anything.
Nerf ones, cool sec ones. There you go.
Cool set. There we go.
They look like Nerf Super Soakers.
Um, well, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to pick one that I like the most, it had to be the Royal Force. I know you have a differing opinion to that.
No, I like the KMA ones. If they were in pristine condition, they would look good. Otherwise, they just look terrible.
Yeah, and then also with weapon cards, we've got the new Merc deck system, which you've had a few issues with.
I've had loads of problems with it because I tried it and then I came to the conclusion it's not worth using because the skin's
Yeah,
terrible. And then I just tried to use the trinkets normally, like with the global equip that was in the game before the event, and they just don't show up, and they just don't show in game. And I've tried multiple trinkets, multiple games to the point where I think I almost got banned for leaving games. That it just does. They don't show up in game anymore. And the only way I think I got it to work is if you actually use a Merc deck, which I don't really want to use.
fair
You
enough.
just waste loadout cards.
Yeah, and I mean it's. I think it's a good system, but they
Well, it's still, let's be fair, it's still in alpha, so
yeah,
there's going to be refining.
fair enough.
I just feel like the whole system hasn't been released as a whole. I
Yeah,
feel like if trading was released now, and if trading was released along with the weapon skin update, I feel like, or trading up, I mean,
hmm,
I feel like the system would be a lot better
yeah, fair enough.
because it would make more sense. But I can see why they're doing it this way. One, to get more money. um, but seriously, I think it's just for refining of the actual event.
Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, Dirty Bomb is a free to play game, and
Yeah, that's where loads
they
of people are getting hissy about, is they forget that it's free to play. Like all these other games, they're most likely $60 or £40 games where loot boxes have no place, but in a free to play, it's a little more palatable.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and obviously trading you mentioned. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie. I think it can be very very
Uh,
exciting.
it depends if it's trading on the Steam market with other players. That could go That could go good or bad because it could end up just screwing over the community where the rarest card, where like cards which are either pristine are worth everything and other cards are just worth nothing at all.
Mm.
Or if it's but the trade up system, I it's anything to go by on the previous system, I feel like with cases and skins which are only purchasable with money and in lots of grinding, I feel like it's not going to be worth it. Like putting 3 of your cards together to get one in
Yeah,
return,
fair
which is
enough.
only one rarity higher, depending on. I'm assuming how many credits you pay.
Yeah, fair
So
enough. Fair enough. So yeah, so the actual nuclear winter event as a whole, you thought it was very good. I'm gonna agree with that. Yeah, it's from December 7th to
well,
December 4th to January 4th. Sorry. And yeah, we've got some new trinkets, we've got some new cases, new weapon skins. The weapon skins I think aren't too bad. I'm not. We obviously got one for free at the beginning. I think you weren't too happy with your Renberg,
no, I don't like the Bremberg as a gun, but
um,
they
but
look too
yeah,
similar to the ones. Oh, sorry, but they look too similar to the ones on the event loadout cards. I feel like
mm,
if they, I reckon that's why they're all pristine. Because if they were anything worth less than pristine, they would just be not worth using at all compared to the ones that are already on the loadout cards.
yeah. So we've got the new holiday currency cheer, which, in my opinion, I think it's better than we had. Obviously, Shrieks in the Halloween event, and things were just ridiculously expensive and just not worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah,
This is a much better
way of doing
event.
it.
Yeah, they've learned from their mistakes from the last event, and they've definitely improved those. So I think that's good
There's
on
more to
them.
buy.
Yeah, we got more variety. Keys. At least you combine with event currency. I think that's good. I was sort of expecting it to be like an actual money thing. You could only buy
Yeah,
if
I
you
didn't
obtain
expect that
money.
one. I think
So
that's a good
definitely.
change.
I think once we come out of this event though, could be interesting to see how the
It's
community
I don't know how
reacts.
they're gonna do that. I mean, it would be nice if you could spend credits on them,
I think it would
like
be perfect as well.
10,000, because like if you have all the mercs like I do, well, there's nothing really else to buy because I have all the loadout cards I want in bronze. I don't care about
Yeah,
cobalt, gold, silver. Um, I use the cards that I like. There's nothing else to spend any credits on
yeah.
because I feel like the whole crafting system is a bit of a scam, to be honest.
Because there is one thing in the dev video. I'm pretty confident they said that you can trade in those repping cases for credits. I haven't found a way of doing that yet.
No,
I'm
you
not
can
gonna lie.
scrap them for fragments.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, scrap them for
Yeah,
fragments.
that's
I haven't
that.
seen that yet. I
They're
haven't been able to
50
do it.
fragments for
50.
scrapping a dropped case. It's
That
50. It's like less than a lead or
yeah.
something like that.
I
It's
can't
like
remember how much it is for
ridiculously
lead, but
nothing.
that is yeah. Okay,
It's close to lead. I do like how you can spend in event currency on any bundle now, so you can
yeah,
get elite cases
that's
and
good.
even those like was it chibi trinkets?
I like
They look
them.
really cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I really like them. I've got the javelin one. I've got the minesweeper one.
Well, I'm not gonna. I haven't got any apart from the nuclear flake one, but none of the others show up in game anyway for me. So,
Yeah, fair enough.
but it's more stuff to spend credits on.
Yeah,
I
which
feel
is
like
good.
it's more what do you call it? Well, it's not enticing, but it feels a lot better to buy the bundles because you've got more stuff to spend it on rather than just
Mm.
unrewarding cases where you might just get like you've just reduced the level of RNG by 1, but you still don't know what loadout card you're getting for what merc.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and just like a final touch on that Christmas event, the community challenges. I think that's fantastic. That's really really good.
oh yeah, I really like
Um,
this.
I sort of wish they did it more often. To be honest, would it be a weekly thing or like a monthly
I
thing?
don't know if they did that for the Rogue on Vogue event. I think that was more
Thankful for
like
that.
the proxy, the Cyber Eye one, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, the cyber one was very good as well with the whole
I like
challenge
that
system.
one.
That was good.
But I think I don't think the Rogue on Vogue was like that. But I know Payday did something like this with their event, where the more games you played, the more money you stole. You open new rewards, new stuff for the game. So like new characters, new weapons and stuff. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good idea, and I like the Christmas tree on the home screen
Yeah,
that shows it
definitely.
off.
I think the home screen is quite a nice revamp. I think it looks a lot more
Yeah,
professional, looks a
I'll
lot
agree
more
with that.
crisp. I'm down for that completely. But yeah, right. We might as well move on to Castle.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah. We have differing views. I am a massive fan of Castle. I've had some great
Well,
games. You see some gameplay
off,
in the background.
yeah.
Luke, on the other hand,
After the first game, I was raging like there's no way. Like I feel that's just more game balance and just not being lucky
yeah.
with teams. But after playing it more, it's sort of grown on me a bit, but not to the point where I actually like it as a map still.
Mm.
I feel like the first point, I can live with it. It's okay.
Okay.
It's no bias either way. It's just that like it always feels there's someone behind you.
Yeah.
Like there's always a flank crew, which could work both ways. I can sort of like it and dislike it at the same time. I like it when it pays off, and I don't like it when I die to it. But
Yeah.
the attacking, I don't know. That's hit or miss. If one team is stronger than the other, it feels like a pain, or it feels like it's too fast.
Yeah.
But in a balanced situation, it could work.
Yeah. The first game I did was quite balanced. We were defending. I was playing Vasily, and yeah, we got to the final point. It was good fun. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it. In my opinion, I think the most balanced part is the EV push. I think it's the best EV push we've got.
Yeah. No, I like dockyards more.
Dockyards I always felt was a bit too long, and there was two choke points that really annoy me, especially the one right at the end.
No, the one before the turn into the
Oh,
warehouse.
don't
If you get it
get
caught
me
by the
started.
turret and the like jump over,
It's over. It's over.
there's so many angles. But I
Yeah.
really don't like the last point on Castle.
Yeah, it's like in my opinion, I love it as a map.
It's
First point, I think
Mm.
that the attacking team needs some sort of flank route because there's too many ways
it's
in.
the spawns.
Um,
I feel like the spawns are too hit on. Like it's either too close to the objective
yeah,
because it feels like you're just running around in the enemy spawn trying to go behind, or you're too far away,
Mm.
or there's not enough entrances, especially on the last point. If you're defending, there's only two ways in, and if you're the attacking team, there's like a balcony where you can literally deny the defenders from even leaving their spawn.
yeah.
I was I was doing that as Rhino. It's not my proudest moment, but
Yeah, I think in that last point, I think you can completely balance that last point just by getting rid of that balcony, just having a brick wall there and not letting.
but
players onto it.
it's more the fact that the map is really closed in.
Mm.
That's just the whole style of the map, though. But it favors shotguns, nader, javelin. So I don't know. I feel every time you go around the corner, like the enemy team is standing there.
Yeah.
There's like three people in front of you. You just die.
And Javelin.
That might be because I suck, but well,
Javelin and Nader have a field trip. You've played Nader.
I've played nader and it was just dirty. It was really. I had to have a shower. It was nasty.
I've found personally, the city is like a dark horse on this map. Maybe not the first point, but the EV push and the final point, especially on attack, is dangerous.
I have yet to see you excel in this silly map, what you claim Castle to be.
Wait, just wait till you see the gameplay that's going to be overlapping this video. Oh boy, it was dangerous what I was doing. I got booted from a game that thought I was hacking it at one point. So that was fun. Yeah. Any closing thoughts on Castle though?
No, I want to talk about the Merc balance.
Let's move on to the Merc balance changes then. Guardian. Right, I'll read it out.
Got a nerve.
Yeah, so the Sky Shield lifespan's been increased from 10 to 12 seconds, which I don't see doing a massive amount.
It's not noticeable. It won't be noticeable.
No. And the big thing is the health reduced from 90 to 60. Guardian wasn't as great as America and already as general.
Just because she can't heal, she is automatically the worst medic in the game, and that cooldown is so long, so it's just not worth playing her.
Yeah.
If you're going to be serious about the game, it's not worth playing her.
Can that be what? Is there any guns that do straight up 60 damage? Or the sniper rifles maybe.
Probably, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the Felix would do in the MOA maybe.
Yeah, so the MO and the Felix would just wipe it out in one hit, which is, yeah. Guardian didn't need the nerf. I think the buff.
I don't know what they're doing with Guardian. I don't see anyone playing her. She's just not that useful. I don't
She'll be
think.
replaced by Aura as the starting medic you get.
That should be Sawbones.
Well, that's a topic for another video, but
Yeah, fuck Aura.
um, yeah. So I think what I personally done, increase the lifespan to 15 seconds. It's a bit more noticeable.
Make it permanent.
Or even make it permanent, and
Nah.
have it make sure give like a healing effect or something. Something, even if it was very subtle, just a small healing effect that could actually make Marlene viable as a medic.
Oh, do you know how tough works?
Very vaguely, just explain it to us.
So it reduces the delay between health regen starts by 66%. I feel like her thingy, whatever it is, her device, Sky Shield, should trigger that or make health regen just start. So that she's not actually doing healing, she's just causing you to health regen quicker.
That's a very good idea, actually. I like that. That's good. Definitely.
And then the javelin changes, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, so rocket
I don't know what that means.
acceleration time reduced from 2 to 1.25
I don't
seconds.
think that'll be a big issue.
I think that's the time for it to sort of... I think that what that does is that it's quicker.
No, it goes to full speed quicker.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's not noticeable because all you use javelin for is just run around the corner, pull out your easy win free kill key, and just kill them point blank range. So that doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Base speed change, don't care. I mean, I don't know.
That looks. I don't know. Is that a buff or a nerf?
It's a change. We'll call it just a change.
Let's call it a change, right? Proxy. This I think was sort of needed.
Damage radius reduced by not inconsiderable, but not drastic amount.
I think it will stop at the BS kills. Like,
what's inner damage radius?
So I think how the further you go out, the more damage it will, the less damage it will do to you.
Oh, right.
I think what that means is that the inner circle, so there might be 2 ranges of damage, that's been buffed. So, yeah, that's going to be...
What I think is BS is that you can trigger them through walls. Is that if it's on one side of a thin wall and you step inside its trigger radius through a wall, it will detonate. I abuse that so much just to trigger them on the other side of a wall. I don't know if that's intended or not because we don't know. But and I feel like she can throw them further now.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's me just being crazy. I don't know if that's me just being crazy or I feel like she can actually throw them further now.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played Proxy since the update, so I can't tell you.
It feels like a frisbee.
I've heard you going on about it.
just fucking frisbee the landmines at them.
Yeah. Rhino. No.
That when I first tried it, I said it's not noticeable. It is definitely a noticeable change. That accuracy.
Yeah, so minigun energy cost reduced by 25%, and the max spread's reduced by 10%.
Well,
so it's more
they're
accurate.
not the spread, but definitely the time you can hold it down, the time you can shoot.
That's quite a big increase. I still don't think they should have taken his headshot away. I think Rhino was in a decent place before the last bout.
He was alright. In the hands of a skill player, he would wreak havoc, but in the hands of a mere mortal, he wouldn't perform great. He also relies a lot on, if you don't have a medic, then he kind of sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
Got no way of getting that health back, and that's really
like
that. The only real good turtle.
The turtle for the shield, not his
I played against a rhino turtle and over, and it was a pain, honestly.
Yeah.
Sparks is.
Now, I was initially concerned about this, but
it doesn't pass the damage threshold.
So yes,
like it does.
So the revival damage has been reduced from 65 to 60, but it doesn't mean she'll still be able to one-shot headshot all the work she could do before. So... It's
just a 5 damage reduction in max damage that she can do. You could never one-hit frag it anyway. You'd be 10 health. You could be 10 health short, so it doesn't change a damage threshold. It might do, or not. Not really. It would. You still have to 2-hit anyone anyway. It doesn't really cause any problems, I don't think. It's like with the Grander nerf that really killed it as a viable option, in my opinion, because it passed that damage threshold where it was a 2-hit kill and then it became a 3-hit kill.
Yeah,
and on like
definitely.
Skyhammer, it's now a 4-hit kill when it was a 3, and I just feel like
It's
that was a
yeah,
bad change.
yeah. It does say in the little description for Sparks, it says this meant like a small change as it still allows her still what to that's is that just the devs not better right? This may look like a small change as it still allows her still to one shot 120 HP mercs out. There we go. But the difference is that she will now have to
I
fully
feel
charge
like
her
they should have
twice to
said
do so.
this may look like a small change, but it still allows her to still one shot. I think they got 2 and still the long way
Yeah, I
around.
think yeah.
So still
Just
one shot,
yeah. There
120
we go.
health mercs.
All right. I mean,
I
yeah,
can see their logic behind that.
I can
I
see
don't
the
have any
logic.
problems with this. And then there's
Sparks
loads
is
of
fine.
yeah.
I
I
didn't think
don't.
she needed
Yeah,
to
she's still
change.
playable. I
So
love playing Sparks.
yeah. Now the
The,
experience points. We both agree
this
this
is
is good.
more experience is better. Like it's just across the board, you get more experience for spotting enemies with Amy, disabling stuff with Phantom, suppressing fire with Rhino, projectile destroying with Guardian and Thunder by concussing enemies.
Yeah, Guardian's still useless. It doesn't. That's
It
not
doesn't
going to change
change it.
anything. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm
And
happy with
then,
that.
then there's the shotguns.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Right. So, as of a history lesson, Luke and shotguns are not very good friends. Let's just let's leave it at that, shall we?
Yeah, but I feel like I'm a really big hypocrite with them because I hate fighting them, dying to them, but I love using them.
Yeah.
Like to the degree that it actually feels really filthy to do so.
Yeah.
I
So
feel like the recent changes were good.
yeah,
The whole accuracy.
those recent changes being that the spread was reduced, so that they're more accurate. So it requires more skill to actually use them. And the other change was they got rid of headshot, wasn't it? They got rid of headshot damage. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All it
they-
is they can now reload faster and shoot faster.
yeah, what that did was it made the Arnold was still fine, the Hollands was still pretty overpowered in the right hands, and the Wemberg was a bit yeah.
Yeah.
What they've now done is for the Hollands, in fact for all three, the reload pump time has been reduced by 20%, so you can throw out.
Yeah,
shots
so that's
faster.
time in between shots.
The total reload time's also been decreased, but that's pretty marginal by about a tenth of a second in each case. Apart from the Arnold, which is 0.15 of a second. The other change for Arnold was they increased the starting magazines. Or they,
That's
to
the
3.5
starting shots you have.
Yeah. Again, not a massive change
It's
there.
I don't know if it's really that noticeable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure that it's just placebo effect at this moment in time, but I haven't played with shotguns at the moment. I've been playing a lot of snipers, but not very well. But from what I've seen, the Remberg looks like it's more on par with the Arnold and the Hollands now, which is good. I think
Is it
so.
actually worth getting out that Christmas event skin and putting it on it and using it?
I give it a go, Luke. I would give it a go.
Just play Aura, stand in the healing station,
Yeah,
just spray people down.
yeah.
The Felix changes.
The Felix changes.
I don't know. I haven't used it, but they look
Right,
okay.
We'll run through them. So they've increased the magazine capacity from 5 to 6. I think that's quite good. Reduced the starting magazines to 3.5 from 4. Not really noticeable. Increased the RPM from 34 to 234 from 32. RPM I've never found really has a massive effect.
Oh, it did with the latest update.
Well,
Him reload,
well.
him moving the bolt. It just feels like he's got arthritis. He looks so slow. Probably Amy does as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had an issue
It's-
changing RPMs and.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't used it. I'd have to do further research with
Yeah.
the Felix.
And finally, adjustments to fire interval and cocking animation timings. So I think that's just a fictional arthritis problem you've been talking about.
Maybe.
The Grander.
I used to love this gun, honestly.
You used
but-
to. deadly with this gun.
If
and
you
it's just been nerfed to
could
the
do
ground.
well, if you were a good player or average, you could you could do really well with the Grando. But now it just feels like it's so much effort you have to put into for it to be rewarding. I don't feel it's useful.
Yeah, definitely.
But that recoil change is probably noticeable. I don't know. I haven't used it.
I haven't used it yet. So
I've just been using my Christmas skin Stoker from 2015 because I really like it. It has like the ugly jumper look. So
I really like it. I love my Christmas skin.
yeah, I use it all the time. That's why I've got most hours on Sky on Stoker.
Right, other changes and fixes. Some new
They're
Steam
known
achievements.
issues,
Yeah.
aren't they? Oh yeah.
There are known issues. We'll get to that in a minute. Other changes and fixes though. The new Steam achievements. I have no issue with Steam achievements. Pretty good as long as they're feasible.
As long as they're obtainable, I'm good with
10
it.
hours of execution. No. Fixed ground proxy daily play mission.
One of them was still change the trade up to a cobalt, and it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
I love the fixed grammar for the proxy one was good, but
what was it before? I
can't remember, but it was something to do with rounds or something. I don't know, but I did see it, but I just don't remember. I did see a screenshot of one where it was this guy had 3 proxy missions at once. So,
well, I mean, if you like playing proxy, then fair enough.
Who doesn't? You just run up to someone, throw a landmine on the floor, and then just shoot it, and then they die.
And one big one was fixed bug where players who had damaged the EV would sometimes get a random additional 1 XP, which was highly annoying. I don't think I ever really suffered from it, which shows how good of a player I am.
I'd love the 1 XP.
I'm a real team player. I damage the EV all the time.
They just need to fix. They need
good.
to fix the EV's weird gravitational field, where if you touch it, you get sucked back, or you get sucked underneath it, because you touch it and it will not let you go.
Yeah.
I've glitched inside the EV because it just grabbed me.
If we go into known issues then with that, we are aware of an issue with the Jack-o'-lantern audio not playing. Okay. I mean,
I didn't buy it. The event was all too good.
And then some of the UI tooltips around equipping weapon cards to multiple decks are unclear. Fair enough. I would add, obviously, the EV to that list. And also,
That's been known for ages.
Yeah, but also
I would add the trinket problem.
Yeah.
I would add the trinkets.
I think what it is some sort of
conflict.
Yeah, some sort of conflict
with the new Merc decks and the old equip system.
Yeah. So yeah, that's something we need to work on. But hey, I tell you what, I've been playing Dirty Bomb for 12 months now. 12 months, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've liked this game a lot.
I do. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
This is the best event that we have had since joining it.
Yeah, I'll say that. It is the best event.
You've had the game since 2015, so.
Yeah, but that was on a shitty laptop with the poor performance at 20 FPS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
How would you say this event ranks with some of the other ones? Like, you've obviously played some of the older events, a bit.
Not that I can remember. The Rogue on Vogue, I can't recall anything. The 2015 Christmas event, I don't know. It was like you unlocked trinkets and stuff through hours played, which was.
Like that. That's not
but Ghost Clip was a bit of a bummer. I opened like over 200 cases and got 1 event skin. That was fun. The Halloween, I got 4, so it doesn't matter. I never use them because they're terrible.
Well, I got a red eye, which is really useful at the moment. So
I definitely think this is probably one of the best. I mean, the others, I don't know, but we'll have to see how it goes. If they make changes to the weapon cases, I'll be up for that, as long as they're good changes.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think all in all, it's a good event.
So what do you guys think of the new Nuclear Winter update? Put your thoughts down in the comments below, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.